A trillion-dollar question, unveiling the allegations. Elon Musk, the tech titan, dropped a bombshell on Joe Rogan's podcast. He didn't hold back. Musk alleged massive corruption within the highest echelons of power. He pointed fingers at government waste, accusing officials of misusing public funds. He claimed it was a trillion-dollar scam, a staggering amount that left everyone in shock. The world listened, captivated by his shocking accusations. Musk's claims were bold and unprecedented. He didn't just whisper about problems, he spoke with conviction and urgency. He shouted about a broken system, calling for immediate action and reform. He painted a vivid picture of taxpayer money vanishing into a black hole of corruption. He described a web of deceit, a complex network of lies and cover-ups. His words left many wondering, is this the biggest scandal in history? Could it really be true? The audacity of Musk's statements was undeniable, sparking intense debate and scrutiny. He didn't shy away from controversy, he embraced it, challenging the status quo. He dove headfirst into the firestorm, unafraid of the backlash. His accusations, if true, could shake the very foundations of power and governance. Musk's interview ignited a firestorm of debate, with experts and lay people alike weighing in. Was he a truth-teller exposing a corrupt underbelly? A whistleblower with insider knowledge? Or was he a reckless billionaire spreading misinformation, adding fuel to the fire of conspiracy theories? One thing was certain, the world wouldn't be the same after Musk's explosive revelations. The NGO nexus, are they wolves in sheep's clothing? At the heart of Musk's accusations lay a network of NGOs, organizations that many believed were working for the greater good. These organizations, often seen as forces for good, were cast in a sinister light by Musk's claims. Musk claimed they were puppets, mere tools in the hands of powerful, unseen forces. He alleged they were controlled by unseen forces with ulterior motives, manipulating their actions from the shadows. Musk alleged that NGOs were being used as instruments of a hidden agenda. Their purpose, he claimed, was to funnel money into secretive accounts. This money, he argued, came from taxpayers who were unknowingly funding these operations, and it was being siphoned away from those in need, diverted from its intended purpose. These allegations were met with a mix of shock and skepticism, as the public grappled with the possibility of such deception. NGOs have long enjoyed public trust, seen as beacons of hope and change. Their work, often focused on humanitarian aid and social justice, seemed beyond reproach, making these claims even more startling. But Musk's words planted seeds of doubt, causing many to question the true nature of these organizations. Were these organizations truly benevolent, as they appeared to be? Or were they wolves in sheep's clothing, exploiting public trust for personal gain, hiding their true intentions behind a facade of goodwill? Musk's claims demanded a closer look at the inner workings of these powerful entities, urging a deeper investigation into their true motives and actions. The Soros connection. A puppet master or a philanthropist? No figure loomed larger in Musk's accusations than George Soros. The tech mogul often pointed fingers at Soros, suggesting that his influence extended far beyond mere financial investments. The billionaire investor and philanthropist became a central character in Musk's narrative. Soros, known for his substantial contributions to various causes, was now under intense scrutiny. He was painted as a puppet master, pulling the strings of NGOs for his own sinister ends. Musk's portrayal suggested a man orchestrating global events from the shadows. Musk alleged that Soros used NGOs as weapons. These organizations, he claimed, were not just innocent charities, but tools for a larger, more nefarious agenda. These weapons, he claimed, were aimed at manipulating governments. According to Musk, Soros's reach extended into the very heart of political systems worldwide. He accused Soros of using his vast wealth to influence policy and undermine democracy. The allegations painted a picture of a man wielding his fortune to shape the world according to his vision. Soros's defenders were quick to denounce Musk's allegations. They argued that Musk's claims were not only unfounded, but also dangerous, fueling unnecessary division. They pointed to Soros's long history of philanthropy. His contributions to education, healthcare, and social justice were cited as evidence of his genuine commitment to positive change. They highlighted his support for democratic values and human rights. Soros's defenders emphasized his role in promoting freedom and equality around the globe. They dismissed Musk's claims as baseless conspiracy theories. The debate raged on, with both sides firmly entrenched in their views. Was Soros a benevolent philanthropist using his wealth to make the world a better place? His supporters certainly believed so, pointing to his numerous charitable endeavors. Or was he a shadowy figure manipulating events from behind the scenes to serve his own agenda? The truth, perhaps, lies somewhere in between, shrouded in complexity and controversy. Dogecoin to the rescue, Musk's unconventional crusade. In a bizarre twist, Musk injected Dogecoin into the conversation. The meme-inspired cryptocurrency, known for its playful Shiba Inu dog logo, became an unlikely weapon in Musk's crusade. Musk declared himself Dogefather. He embraced the cryptocurrency with an almost evangelical zeal. He claimed Dogecoin was the people's currency. He positioned it as a bulwark against government overspending and corruption. Musk's embrace of Dogecoin baffled many. Was it a joke, a publicity stunt, or was there a deeper strategy at play? Some speculated that Musk was using Dogecoin to expose the flaws in the traditional financial system. Others saw it as a distraction from the more serious allegations he was making. Whatever his motives, Musk's championing of Dogecoin added another layer of absurdity to an already surreal situation. Section 5. Accountability under fire, the price of public service. Musk didn't just point fingers at NGOs and billionaires. He also took aim at government employees. He claimed they were shielded from accountability. He accused them of complacency and incompetence. Musk called for a reckoning. He demanded that government employees justify their existence. He suggested that those who couldn't demonstrate their value should be fired. Musk's words struck a chord with many who felt frustrated by government bureaucracy. The idea of holding public servants accountable resonated with those who believed that taxpayers deserved better, but his harsh rhetoric also raised concerns about fairness and due process. Were government employees truly lazy and incompetent, or were they simply cogs in a broken machine, hampered by red tape and a lack of resources? Musk's pronouncements ignited a debate about the role of government and the expectations placed upon those who serve. Section 6. A deep dive into the abyss unmasking agency, fraud. Musk's accusations didn't stop at vague pronouncements. He claimed to have evidence. He spoke of a deep dive into government agencies. He alleged that he had uncovered widespread fraud. Musk described a pattern of waste and abuse. He claimed to have found instances of taxpayer money being squandered on frivolous projects. He alleged that government contracts were being awarded to cronies and insiders. Musk's claims, if true, painted a disturbing picture of corruption at the highest levels of government, but he provided few specifics. He offered no concrete evidence to support his allegations. This lack of transparency fueled skepticism among his critics. Were Musk's accusations credible, or were they the product of paranoia and a vendetta against the government? The lack of evidence made it difficult to separate fact from fiction. Section 7. A crisis of trust, repercussions, and the path forward. Musk's explosive allegations, regardless of their veracity, had a profound impact. They eroded trust in institutions, they deepened political divisions, they left many feeling uncertain about the future. The fallout from Musk's pronouncements was impossible to ignore. The public discourse became more polarized. Conspiracy theories flourished. The lines between truth and falsehood became increasingly blurred. In the aftermath of Musk's revelations, the need for transparency and accountability was more urgent than ever. The public demanded answers. They deserved to know the truth about how their government was being run. Musk's accusations, whether true or false, served as a wake-up call. They highlighted the fragility of trust in a democratic society. They underscored the importance of holding those in power accountable. Section 8. Beyond the headlines. A call for critical thinking. As the dust settled, it was essential to move beyond the sensational headlines. Musk's allegations, while explosive, should not be accepted uncritically. It was imperative to engage in critical thinking. Musk's claims, while alarming, were just that, claims. They needed to be investigated thoroughly. Evidence needed to be gathered and examined. Due process needed to be followed. It was crucial to avoid rushing to judgment. Musk's pronouncements, while attention-grabbing, should not be mistaken for irrefutable proof. A healthy dose of skepticism was warranted. The pursuit of truth required a nuanced approach. It demanded a willingness to consider multiple perspectives. It necessitated a commitment to evidence-based reasoning. Section 9. The Future Uncertain. A World on the Brink. Musk's explosive revelations left the world grappling with uncertainty. The future seemed precarious. The old certainties had crumbled. The path forward was unclear. The allegations of corruption, if true, had the potential to reshape the political landscape. They raised fundamental questions about the distribution of power. They challenged the very foundations of democracy. The world watched and waited, holding its breath. Would Musk's accusations lead to meaningful reform? Or would they simply deepen the existing divisions, pushing society further into chaos and distrust? The stakes were high. The fate of democracy, it seemed, hung in the balance. The world held its breath, bracing for the aftershocks of Musk's seismic revelations.